107.5 WGCI in the studio, man, live. I'm honored to have this brother here. I've been a big fan.
Tony.
Yo.
Why you ain't got no black people on the wall, man?
Why ain't got no black people on the wall up here, man? We
no
sitting over here with no black
man.
people on the wall, man. Hey, man, the one, the only movie director, man, writer, mogul, my man Spike Lee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Knicks fan, Spike Lee is in the building.
That's all right, though.
That's all right. We're
That's all
going
right.
against it. Hey, man, it's all about Red Hook Summer. It's opening up here on the 24th.
In Chicago.
In Chicago. It looks like
Chi-town.
a really, really great movie, man.
Thank you very much.
And this is a part of your series on Brooklyn, the movies.
Chronicles of
Brooklyn.
Which if people aren't familiar with that, it started in 1986, so She's Gotta Have It.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Then 1989, Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Then I forget the years of the rest of them.
Crooklyn was
Crooklyn.
next. And I was just telling somebody.
One of the favorites.
Clockers. He Got Game was Coney Island.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
Shuttlesworth.
That's
Denzel.
right.
You know what they call Jesus in Boston now? What?
Judas
Shuttlesworth.
Not me, Ray.
Shout out
Ray.
to Denzel with the throat chop in that movie. That's the coldest OG move ever.
Of course, you're from New York, and we know that. But why Brooklyn? Why is Brooklyn so dear to your heart?
Well, it's just where I grew up, and there's so many stories there. And artists tend to, not all the time, but their work reflects where they grew up. You know, Woody Allen is Manhattan, and various other artists. That's where they feel most comfortable. That's where they know the most about. And Brooklyn is so diverse that, you're not telling the same story. Brooklyn.
So many stories in Brooklyn.
You got Woody Allen from Brooklyn, Barbara Streisand. You go Biggie, Jay-Z.
I was watching a documentary
Brooklyn
that showed
Boheme.
all the people that came. I was blown away by the number of artists, great artists, that came out of this small area. Brooklyn Boheme, that was it.
Yeah, Fort Greene. That's where I grew up. And we all know Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but he left like an hour later. Like he was an hour old when they moved to North Carolina.
His birth. Listen to this though.
His birth certificate.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
The neighborhood I grew up, Fort Greene. There's two hospitals. One is Brooklyn Hospital. One is called Cumberland Hospital. In Cumberland Hospital, you know who's born there?
Who?
Bernard and Albert King.
Wow.
Mike Tyson and Michael Jordan.
Wow.
All in the same.
Man, don't nobody know about
the hospital in my neighborhood.
And Bernard King, to get a little info out there, might have been one of the coldest scorers ever in the NBA with bad knees.
With bad
He used to
knees.
give people numbers.
Yes, sir.
When we gave the Pistons 55.
Yeah, with bad knees. No cartilage.
Hey, talk about the movie, man. Red Hook Summer. You got my man, one of my favorite characters from The Wire. My man,
Clark Peters.
Clark Peters, who played Lester Freeman,
And also Tremaine now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did see somebody else.
Now, here's the thing. I love Chicago, so please, people, don't think like because you're not from Brooklyn that you can't
go see this movie. Right?
This film deals with the church, and we
got
plenty churches up there in Chicago.
Man, please.
Big ones.
Buku churches,
warring churches in Chicago.
Right.
Hey,
so it deals with Here's the story.
Yep.
It's about this young kid, 13-year-old young black kid. His name is Flick. Nickname is Flick. He lives in suburban Atlanta with a single mom. His mom's husband and his father just died in Afghanistan. So
Wow.
she's sending his son to Red Hook, Brooklyn. Red Hook is notorious, like projects, to spend the summer with his grandfather who's never met, who's
and it's usually the other way around.
Yeah, usually it's all the way around, but he's a Baptist preacher. So the grandfathers meet his grandson for the first time, and vice versa.
And the setting of Red Hook.
Red Hook is a unique neighborhood in Brooklyn. It's hard to even get there. There's only one bus, the B61, which never comes. The train station was close as they're repairing it, so it's like 15 blocks.
So it's Inglewood, basically. So the people of Chicago can understand. Pretty much it's Inglewood.
But like in Chicago, this name is being gentrified. So, but all around the gentrification, in the middle is 31 buildings, the projects.
Wow.
Which is dominantly lower income black and Hispanic people. And the thing and one of the characters in the film, this young girl that he befriends, that Flick befriends, her name is Chaz Morningstar. Her claim to fame is she lives in the apartment 1C, 79 Lorraine Street, and that is the apartment that Carmelo Anthony lived before his family lived before they moved to Baltimore.
Oh, wow. So that's a sub-story in the movie, kind of.
So we give a lot of homages Shout outs to Mello,
Now,
who's
I'm
doing work in London, man.
Yeah.
I'm tripping because
Getting punched in the groin, too.
Right, and it ain't right, y'all. Stop that. As I understand, and I'm
He
tripping
didn't
on
ask to be
this.
punched in the groin. He just
Argentina
gave that guy
said
a
they ain't
3-pointer
going.
in his mug.
He beat us by 50.
Right.
Hey, check it out, man. I'm hearing, now I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm hearing that if we watch this movie, we're going to see a character, an infamous character from one of your other movies. And as I understand it, Mookie is in the movie, and he's still delivering pizzas from Sal's.
Come on, man. Mookie
Yes.
still
So Sal rebuilt?
Yeah, listen to this. At the conclusion, I'm telling you the backstory, people.
Yeah, come on.
At the conclusion of Do the Right Thing, when the good citizens burnt Sal's famous pizzeria to the ground,
Yes.
Sal said F that, got his money,
His insurance joint.
got his insurance joint, and relocated to Red Hook. But he didn't take Mookie along.
Okay.
But Sal was having trouble.
Getting the people from the hood to support him, probably.
Nah, there wasn't that the delivery.
Right.
He's hiring some Mexicans who were just
They
getting it
have
all
no
wrong.
idea. Right. They're getting robbed.
So he had to break down and call Mookie, who was unemployed. And Mookie came back. The first thing he said, Sal, do you have any sisters or brothers on the wall?
On the wall.
That's
in
what I'm
there.
talking
And Sal said yes. And when Mookie said, look, I got to check it out. So Mookie rode his bike from Bed-Stuy, do or die.
Mookie still ain't got a car.
Nobody got a car.
He just walking around.
A bike. We got bike lanes now. So he took the bike from Bed-Stuy, do or die to Red Hook, walked to the new
Sal's famous
pizzeria,
man.
and there were brothers and sisters on the wall, and Mookie still is delivering pizza. And the thing about Mookie, he's the world's greatest pizza deliverer.
What? Is he still rocking the Jordans? Because Mookie was fresh.
Oh, come on. He had the
throwback Dodgers
They had the
jersey.
Dodgers joint, the
man,
fresh haircut.
He got it. He's just a little older.
A lot older. Now, let me ask you.
You got on the
Mookie-
Jordan 22s.
Is he still with Rosie Perez?
Nah,
It's
they-
like,
nah,
Mookie,
they broke
you're
up.
still delivering pizzas, Mookie.
Tina's been gone, but he put their son put him through college.
Okay.
On Sal's
Which
famous.
pizzas?
Yeah, Mookie get tips.
Bad enough is that. I'm gonna tell you that was one.
Bad
of
enough is
the name is English. I'm gonna tell you the camera shot with the ice is still one of my favorite. I
Oh, my
try to
God.
reenact that with my old lady as
Oh,
much as
my
I can.
God.
I like ice.
Thank God.
Thank God.
And it's been hot in
For the
Chicago this
black
summer.
man. That's right. Thank God for the right.
Thank God for the right.
Thank God for the left.
Hey, Spike, you've often been very outspoken about African Americans' representation on TV
Right.
and in film.
Right.
Do you feel that it's getting better? How do you feel about our representation now? And
I don't
what's
think.
going
I
on
think it
with
was
us?
better back in the day. We had John Singleton, the
Yeah.
Hughes brothers, and there was just more diversity. By diversity, I mean like that people understand. African Americans are not one monolithic group.
Oh yeah.
We all look alike, talk like. We're so diverse. But if you look at what's on television and you look what's on and what comes to the movie theaters, you would think that
We're all one type.
They were all that
Yeah.
thing, and so that is why I had to finance this film myself, because Hollywood was not going to make Red Hook Summer.
Wow.
So not only am I financing the film, I'm distributing the film myself. So I just want to thank you guys for having me here and trying to get the word out.
Oh, yeah.
In Chicago, and this is I'm going to keep it 100. They say that here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we do.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, we say 300, but go ahead.
Well,
We done
we're
added a couple
1,000
more
in
on it, too.
Brooklyn. Let me keep it 1,000.
1,000, son.
1,000, son. Chicago has been so supportive of my work from the beginning, from 1986, because she's going to have it. So despite the Bulls, all the other stuff, which really doesn't matter.
We
That's
know
all playful.
quality,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We know quality here.
Chicago's always had my back, and I appreciate that. And thank you, and I just hope
No
that we
doubt.
continue it with Red Hook Summer,
just
which
said
opens
something-
on the 24th
You
here
just
in
said
Chicago.
something really, really surprising to me. After all this time and your track record of making great films in Hollywood, you mean to tell me you're still having problems with them wanting to finance movies?
That's
And I
crazy.
understand what you're saying, that they want to keep regurgitating the same stories
Right.
over and over, but really Hollywood hasn't come around to recognize Spike Lee as a great director yet?
Well, it depends who you talk to. There's different studios. But one of the biggest things to me that told me I had to finance Red Hook Summer myself when I could not get Inside, when I couldn't get the sequel Inside Man made.
Wow.
Wow.
If one thing Hollywood
that was a
does,
good movie.
That was a
if
great
one
movie.
thing Hollywood does, they do sequels. Like
Drop of a
That
dime.
was my most profitable film, the highest grossing film for me and Denzel both.
And at the end, if you look at it, there is
It's the setup
where you
for
can
the-
go
for
to
the
set up
ride.
for this.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
We had the
left-
script. Denzel wanted to do it. Clive Owen wanted to do it. Jodie Foster wanted to do it. I want to do it. And after, like, I mean, they let you know. And they let it know, like, it ain't happening.
Like Spike, you're an outside man.
So
You want to do inside man? You're an outside man right now.
you
Really?
ain't doing inside too because you're outside. Wow. So when that was a big signal.
That's shocking.
So I got my man James McBride, great novelist, and we wrote the script together, and here we are.
Spike, do you think some of the, I won't say resentment, but just the freeze out, like Jordan,
Don't. Just talk, brother.
Okay, the freeze out like they did Jordan in the All-Star game that year.
That's my man Jordan.
Are you gonna say that?
No.
Freeze out.
You being the
freeze out Isaiah Thomas, or you freeze out?
No, Mike. Remember when
Oh,
Isaiah had Mike
The first All-Star game.
First All-Star
yeah.
game. Now, and you playing the part of Jordan, do you feel like Hollywood, because you're outspoken, because you speak your mind, you keep it 1,000, you think sometimes that bites you in the ass when it comes to doing stuff
my wife Tanya tells me all the time. Because sometimes you just need to SFUP.
Why? When your wife was telling you this, you're like,
sometimes look, I gotta keep 1,000. Sometimes my comments have restricted, but what I've done in this industry. But the thing about it, though, anything I said as far as the industry has been the truth.
100.
Has not been lies.
Do you think we will ever see a movie on the epic level, something dealing with black culture, or maybe like the story of the Spanish Moors or something on a level as a Gladiator, something done by a black director, written by a black screenwriter? Because I want to see that. I want to go to a movie theater and see that.
Here's the thing, though. You know how that film get made?
How?
If Will Smith wants to do it.
Wow. That's strong.
Will Smith is the biggest star in the world.
So if Will say, I want to do something about how the
Will
Spanish
Smith
Moors...
says he wants to shoot the MFing phone book.
With just
It's gonna
somebody
get done.
reading the
It's gonna get
names
done.
out.
It's getting done.
Wow.
Bottom line.
Will, come on, man. Let's give us something positive about our people. Spanish Moors, how they changed the culture, civilization. Let's talk about the only black knight ever. Come on, let's do it, man.
Right.
Make it a big epic movie.
Spike is saying,
Spike
Spike is
is
like,
Spike.
Will, come on with it.
We've never worked together yet.
Yeah, think about it in all those years.
We've never worked together.
You got the man in black money, man.
Come on home. Come on home.
Come on, restore the black in men.
Of course, Spike, you were very, very. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing you here during President Obama's last campaign because the office was right down
Yeah,
there.
but I was here, Grant Park, that night.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
right. You sure was.
Here's the thing, though. If I'd have had to leave New York a week before to walk to Grant Park, I was not gonna miss.
I still
That
get chills
announcement,
thinking
yeah,
about
that
that
was
night.
I was still not gonna miss. I would have chopped off my right arm.
Yeah, we was out there in that zoo, man. It was
I
crazy.
had to be in Grant Park
I still remember
when
crying.
President, we can say Hussein now, President Barack Hussein.
Obama.
There was a time before like we got to leave the middle name out.
Right.
I for me that was one of the highlights of my life.
Wow.
Because I would think about my grandparents,
Yep.
my ancestors.
That's exactly what I thought about.
Our ancestors were slaves for 400 years. Let's think about it. 400 years we were enslaved in this country. And now we had an African-American president. That's a huge,
You get
huge
to see
moment.
that. Kind of makes you wish like people like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King were
Had to
still
live
around.
to
to
Oh,
see
yes,
that.
but we could make it
Broader than that, yeah.
Medgar Evers,
Yeah. Oh,
my
Harriet
God.
Tubman,
Yes.
Sojourner Truth,
Huey,
we go,
yeah,
Marcus
Huey,
Garvey,
right.
Shoot. my
Elijah
man,
Muhammad,
Fred
right here. We
Hampton.
gotta get that. Elijah Muhammad,
Yeah.
Huey
Yeah,
P.
awesome.
Newton,
Yeah.
everybody was still around.
George Jackson,
You a big-
H. Rap Brown?
H. Rap Brown, man. Yep.
Stokely Carmichael father. I forgot his name before he.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
You're a big sports fan, man. Right. No secret about it. You're like a mainstay on the Knicks sidelines.
I'm not going to Brooklyn for the Nets. That's
You're not going to
what? Wow. Brooklyn, your hometown has got a franchise.
Listen to this, though.
Jay and the
office of 40 Acres and a Mule is in Fort Greene. It is 3 blocks from my office to the Barclays Center.
The new
where the new stadium
where the Nets are going to play. But I can't.
You can't do it?
I can't do it, baby.
Why not?
Because I grew up.
Let's go.
Your office is right there. It's right next
that stuff works on some other people.
right. Illuminati.
You like, you ain't doing the
No,
rocket.
whoa. Don't say that. Jay-Z, that was not me. That was not me, bro. You know, that wasn't me.
All right, but you won't at least even go to the opening night.
I'm going to go to games. I never said I'm not
But you won't support them over the Knicks, ever?
Never.
Okay.
Can't do it.
No, that's real.
Orange and blue.
So how do you feel about them letting Jeremy Lin go? I mean, it ties in Harvard grad, made great story. Now he's in Houston.
He did what he wanted to do. If he wanted to stay in New York, it could have happened.
But he didn't want to stay.
When this story, the whole story has not come out.
Okay.
But when it gets coming out, who's going to be a big factor in this? Yao Ming.
Oh, really?
Yao Ming.
So Yao Ming got in his ear.
Yao Ming still works for the Houston Rockets organization. And the Rockets had a huge following in China.
Did. Yes, they did.
So now it makes sense.
And so they grabbed that back now. So Yao Ming was in, and they're friends too. And that's the way it works. You got to use your advantages that you have. And
so Melo, Mari, and Jason Kidd and J.R. Smith, you looking good this year?
Yeah, and nice don't leave out Novak, who went to. Didn't he go to?
I don't believe in him.
He went to Marquette.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and you don't believe in him neither.
Yes.
Who's the better dream team? In your opinion, who was
I
the
was
better
in
dream
Barcelona.
team?
No question.
Right. So
the original dream team.
No
come
question.
on.
All these other guys, did they even watch the footage?
I don't even think half of them was born.
Well, what do you feel about the argument where they say that basketball in other countries has gotten better, henceforth, that's why this dream team has a tougher road?
Let me just say this. Look, I love Tyson Chandler, who played for the Bulls, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Played for the Knicks, was the defensive player of the year.
Played for Dallas, got a ring.
Right. Now, he's a center, and the young boy from Kentucky.
Yeah.
What's his
Anthony
name?
Davis.
They're their centers. How are they going to deal with Patrick Ewing, David Robinson?
Yeah.
And I'll even throw in Christian Laettner.
Okay. but let's do a what if. Let's do a what if Dwight Howard's not hurt and he plays.
You can't.
If Dwight Howard's on this team.
You can't say what if.
No, I'm just saying. That was the
team.
Whoa.
Can I get to say something?
Go ahead.
If Charles Smith would have made that dunk against the Bulls, we would have won that series. So what about what that is?
Hey, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up, Spike. That's still a sore spot.
If you Rollins don't make that BS call against Scotty,
we were going back. We were going back, Spike, without Mike. Hey, Spike. Hey,
I got another. What if Michael Jordan wasn't born?
You gotta go back.
Now you're reaching, Spike. Now you're reaching, man.
Hey, now what would you say is your film that when you go back and look at your catalog of everything you've done, what is the one film where you just like, yo, I did it with that one. Like,
I nailed it.
I killed this one, and this one's dope. I don't care if nobody likes it ever. This one's dope. This is my masterpiece.
Well, if I can answer the question a little different, I'll say the films that had the greatest impact.
Okay.
Number one, not in order.
Got you.
One be School Days.
Oh, yeah.
Even today, people come up to me and said, "You're the reason why I went to Historic Black College."
Wow, awesome! And I still walk up to my wife sometimes and go, "You got cockablood, stand out of your hand."
Your character in that movie reminds me of our producer Sherm.
Yes, sir.
Sherm is half pint, the living version.
Perm.
Sherm.
Yeah, Sherm. Sherm eats the living half pint.
Whoa. You ain't getting nothing like half pint.
You nailed it. You nailed it, Spike. You knew exactly what we were talking about.
What a big Brother Almighty say, you ain't seen no pie. Leave the rest out.
Right.
Okay, so Do the Right Thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
And Malcolm X. Those are the... And then a documentary I did called 4 Little Girls.
Oh man.
Yeah.
which
about the bomb.
indirectly led to the rest of that monster that planted the
that
bomb
Yeah.
at the sickness.
After all these years.
It was after all these years, the documentary comes out, and then a week
y'all
later,
wanna-
the FBI indicts this guy.
Right.
Come on now.
It's crazy.
That's the impact.
So those are.
Bamboozle was one of my favorites.
Oh,
man.
Bamboozle though. We really
I
everything's
still
happening.
call cats man tan and sleep and eat when I see
Everything
it.
that's happening
Sleep and
today,
eat.
and with Black folks entertainment, we had the crystal ball. Bamboozle came out in 2000.
Yeah.
wow.
So all this
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You know, yeah, some of my co-hosts' favorite shows.
Hey, I got caught in the coon zone. Hey, Spike, for years I never watched reality TV. I got caught in the coon
They
zone
got
for a little
you, huh?
bit. Yeah, but I'm recovering.
I threw a
You-
slice of
you-
watermelon
whoa!
in this room with him.
You're in a 12.
I'm in a
step
12-step program. I admit I have a problem, and we're working on
Yeah,
it
he
right
only
now.
eating half a watermelon. Now. We're gonna get him down to a slice, then bring him on back. We're gonna drop squad his ass.
Hey,
Drop Squad. You don't know about Drop Squad.
Yeah, what?
Hilarious.
Come on, man.
Hey, check it out, man. I appreciate you so much. We're big fans. We
Legend.
need everybody in Chicago. Duck the bootleg. If I catch somebody with a bootleg of Red Hook Summer,
We
I'm
stealing
whooping
on
your
you.
ass, all right? Go out August 24th to Sin Theaters in Chicago. Support my man Spike Lee, the new Spike Lee joint, Red Hook Summer. Tony scoring the Morning Riot, man, with our favorite director of all time.
Thank you.
Spike Lee
Learn
in the
something,
building.
people.
Thank
Church
you.
in session.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
can I just say this?
Sure.
I want to give a very special shout out to my man Derek Rose.
Yes, sir.
Hope that you have a very speedy recovery, and we don't have to wait till January to see you playing again, because when he went down, that changed the whole landscape. And I
Oh,
know,
my
I know.
goodness.
Look, I'm surmising that when LeBron, D Rose, I mean, they weren't wishing Brother Man got hurt. When he got hurt and he was
They was
out,
like,
they're like,
it's a lot easier.
easy
it's a lot
road.
easier.
A lot easier.
Easy
It
road.
changed the whole landscape when D Rose went down.
He was so happy.
Because he would have got a
Yeah.
he would have got a tramp stamp if the
If he'd
Heat
have
had
lost,
lost.
whatever team beat the Heat, he had to get a tramp stamp of the logo on his back.
And we're getting ready to
You-
show you
you
what he did
praying,
last
huh?
year.
And we're gonna show you what he did last year. 'cause he lost.
You think they're gonna repeat?
Yeah.
That's another bet.
Yeah, we about to get one in. We're going to let Spike make the bet. You're going to get a Red Hook Summer tattoo on your ass. Watch. Watch. It's going to look just like the logo from Red Hook Summer. We're making the bet right now. Tony scoring the Morning Rider with
And
producer
if not,
Sean.
you can play.
Show the logo. You see
Yeah,
the logo?
yeah.
See that?
You can play. If not, you can play Hector, this grown-up son.
Tony scoring the Morning Rider with the great Spike Lee. It's
Thank you very
GCI.
much. All right, people.